Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about everything you need to know that came out of Take-Two Interactive's investors shareholder meeting conference call that happened yesterday. So while much of the information that they talked about doesn't really have anything to do with the games that they make and was more of like the financial, money, and business side, in fact, the CEO and president, Strauss Zelnick, dodged a lot of the questions that were asked about Red Dead Redemption 2 or Grand Theft Auto 5 or GTA Online. And he really did his best to just say like, I'm going to wait for Rockstar to announce more information on that. There was a couple nuggets that they actually threw out there that if you were kind of listening carefully for is actually some really good news for a bunch of games. Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto Online, and Red Dead Redemption 2. And we're going to be talking about all of that in this video today. So before we move into the future, let's talk about the things that are happening right now. Number one is Rockstar have sold a ton of copies of Grand Theft Auto 5. So Rockstar or Take-Two Interactive have announced that Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold over 75 million copies. That is a ton. I think the last time we checked in with that amount, it was somewhere around 60 or 65 million, which means this game is still growing incredibly. And so many people own GTA 5, are buying it for the first time, are upgrading from old generation to new generation, and I imagine that amount might spike up here just a little bit due to Rockstar's recent announcement that they're going to be removing the character transfer feature, so that amount might even spike up even more, which is actually pretty insane. And a fun fact, and this comes from Daniel Ahmed, who says Grand Theft Auto products have generated over 650 million in net revenue for Take-Two in the last 12 months. That's net revenue, not gross. So net revenue is the money they take in after they've paid off everything. So that means that's like the pure profit that they're getting from that game. That is absolutely insane, especially for a game that came out in 2013. Now, what's also pretty interesting, and another graph that comes from Daniel Ahmed here, this is Grand Theft Auto 5's annual sell-in. And you can see in 2013, that was the original launch of GTA 5. In 2014, we had the next generation versions. 2015 bumped up a little bit with the launch of PC. But look at 2016. It was the only year in which Grand Theft Auto 5 didn't come out with a new game. And so far through 2016, they've already sold more copies of GTA 5. So I don't know what it was about the year 2016. Maybe more people were just getting into the Grand Theft Auto 5 spirit. I really don't know. But it sold more copies in 2016 than it did in 2015, which is pretty incredible. And even more recently in Grand Theft Auto Online, it saw a record number of users in December driven by some of the new content releases. I would imagine that would be import-export, the holiday surprise update. Keep in mind, this game came out in 2013, a record number. I believe the last number that Rockstar had mentioned for Grand Theft Auto Online had been like 8 million people per week or something like that. So I don't know how many per week it was in this December or how many it ended up being in the total month of December, but that is just absolutely insane here. So it seems as if Grand Theft Auto Online just hit a brand new high 3.5 years after it released, which is just insane to me, and I really don't understand why, but I'm incredibly happy for it, obviously because I play GTA Online every day. We do streams of it nearly every day, which is completely ridiculous. And a follow-up tweet from Daniel who says, this was Take-Two's best ever quarter for current consumer spending, which is like virtual currency DLC, and that of course was led by Grand Theft Auto Online. So not only are a lot of people playing Grand Theft Auto Online, a lot of people are spending money and as a result are buying shark cards, which is obviously making Rockstar a huge amount of money. Now, you can guess what that could mean going forward, but for me, I think that means that DLCs are going to continue to release and might even release after Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. I mean, if these DLCs are relatively easy for Rockstar to produce and they make them a ton of money, why would you not keep doing it? I mean, the objective for anything in life is to achieve the the greatest outcome while doing the least amount of work. I mean, that's what's led to innovation over the years. That simple philosophy right there. So to be curious to see if they keep this up. And on that note, one thing that was caught from the conference call, this came from Strauss Zelnick, is that it looks as if we have a confirmation that Grand Theft Auto Online will have support past Red Dead Redemption 2's release. Now, I will leave a link to this conference call in the description. Keep in mind, a lot of the language you're going to hear is like super business related. They're talking about like shares and cash flow and cost of goods sold and stuff like that. But there are, like I said, some bits of information that are incredibly huge here. So they use the word support, and I don't know what that's going to mean. Again, Strauss Zelnick, the CEO, really dodged a lot of the questions here. So whenever he was asked about Grand Theft Auto Online, or maybe something like Red Dead Redemption 2, he was always say like, we're going to leave that to Rockstar, and we're just going to let Rockstar announce that information. So he didn't really have whole much to say, but he did say Grand Theft Auto Online will have support past Red Dead Redemption 2's release, and that the two games could coexist together. Just because one was coming out doesn't mean the other one had to be completely shut down. Now, support is a very vague word. Obviously, that could mean a multitude of things, like the server still being up, or it could mean a bunch of things like continued Grand Theft Auto Online DLCs. At this point, we really don't know because Strauss Zelnick was so vague with that, but at a minimum, it doesn't look as if Grand Theft Auto Online is getting abandoned anytime soon. And for fans of it like us, and probably you that are watching right now, that is great news. Now, let's move on to the Red Dead Redemption 2 side of things, as there was actually a lot of information that came out from this. The first of which was some information revealed about how much Red Dead sold. So Red Dead Redemption sold 8.5 million in its first year, and it sold 15 million in its lifetime. And another thing they said is they're excited about Red Dead Redemption 2 and the online offerings, and that they said more would be coming soon. Now, what this means is that Red Dead Redemption 2 Online is going to have some form of online currency like shark cards. I don't know if they're going to be like wagon cards or horse cards or whatever the case is going to be, but there's definitely going to be something that generates money for Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive. Now, you might think that number is huge, but keep in mind, Grand Theft Auto 5 sold 30 million copies in one day. So Red Dead Redemption has 15 million over its lifetime. Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto 5, 30 million in one day. Yeah, you see the difference right there. Now, another thing we got from Take-Two Interactive, and once again, this can't be taken as a confirmation because obviously they weren't going to announce a delay or the confirmation of a release date in this investors call, but they did say that there looks to be no change to Red Dead Redemption 2's release. They still stated that it would be released within fiscal year 2018. And if you're unaware of when that is, it's March 31st, 2018. Now, Rockstar have stated that this game is coming out in fall of 2017, but even if there were to be a delay till spring 2018, it would still fall within fiscal year 2018, which I think, well, that's what Rockstar's shooting for here. Now, obviously, their goal for this is probably to not have a delay and to have it out before the Christmas and holiday time, which is where you're going to see a huge jump in sale. But even if there were to be a delay, I don't think we'd see it go past March 31st, 2018. So that right there is something to definitely keep in mind when it comes to Red Dead Redemption 2. Another thing they mentioned is that they acknowledge that social media is a huge part of their marketing plans for all of their releases. In fact, one of the callers said, Red Dead Redemption 2 was basically announced with a series of single tweets, and he asked if they were going to continue to do that, and the only real answer we got was social media is a big part of their marketing plans. So I wonder if for future games, Red Dead Redemption 2, whatever the next installment of the GTA series is going to be, if Rockstar will do something very, very similar like that in terms of announcing their games with not a whole lot of details and just singular social media announcements. So in summary here, and to kind of wrap up everything that was said from the conference, number one, we didn't get a ton of information out of Strauss Zelnick. He dodged a lot of questions, and I don't really blame him. He was getting asked about Grand Theft Auto Online, Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm sure he has information, but it's certainly not his place to reveal anything like that. So I completely understand why. Grand Theft Auto 5 has made Rockstar a ton of money, and it doesn't look as if they're going to be stopping updates for online anytime soon. And that right there is great news, especially with the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's going to be great to see if those can coexist together. He also said Rockstar is expecting to release Red Dead Redemption information soon. Now, I don't know if that's going to be at some major event like E3, or if that's just going to come on their leisurely way, like if they just drop a newswire out of nowhere. But Soon is the date that they said. And then Take-Two is obviously excited with Red Dead Redemption 2 and its online side, probably because it's about to make them a ship ton of money. If it's anything like Grand Theft Auto Online with the cash cards and people buying stuff, you know it's just going to be money, money, money for Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games. So like I said, the future is very bright, and I am very excited as to what's going to be coming out next in terms of information, in terms of releases. I'm just really excited. Grand Theft Auto Online is going super well right now. Red Dead Redemption 2 is obviously very exciting. And then past that, we know we got another GTA to look forward to, hopefully, if Rockstar wants to obviously continue down that road. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Once again, I'll leave a link to the conference call in the description. You have to put your name and email to view it, but I'm pretty sure that's just for Take-Two Interactive security stuff. I'm really not too sure. It's pretty interesting. It's only about 30 minutes long, so it shouldn't take too much of your time if you are interested. So check that out in the description. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.